I may have found one of the best hotel deals right now in Las Vegas, and I honestly feel like there's some sort of a catch. We're staying at the Virgin Hotel Las Vegas, formerly the Hard Rock Hotel, but I paid in total $50 for my room tonight. And it includes a $25 food and drink credit. There's gotta be a hidden fee. I'll be sharing what it's like to stay here at the Virgin Hotel, including a full room tour, a resort tour, what kind of food you'll find on site, and yes, the pools are open, and I hear they have recently opened a breakfast buffet. Virgin Hotel is located right here on Harmon. Down the street, just catty-cornered, is Hofbrauhaus, and then about a mile to a mile and a half, right down Harmon, you'll hit the Planet Hollywood. You'll close to the action, but away from the chaos. I'd still say you'll probably want to Uber it. Right now, I'm seeing a lot of people walking around, but I don't know if this is an area that I would walk around by myself, at least at night. This property used to be the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, which was one of the most iconic off-strip party spots in Las Vegas. In 2021, it was completely reimagined and reopened as Virgin Hotels, bringing that more modern lifestyle luxury vibe. It's about 2 o'clock, check-in is at 3. Let's see if they'll let us check in a little early and see if there's some sort of hidden charge that I didn't see online. All right, so check-in was a breeze. There was maybe 4 people ahead of me, super quick. Clean lobby, friendly staff. We are on the 5th floor. So see, if we had a strip view, we would be looking this way. Strip view and pool view, it looks like. Now, I have never stayed here at this property, even back when it was the Hard Rock Hotel, but I've come here pretty often as a kid. We used to come to check out the music memorabilia, and then also because they had a Hard Rock Cafe. So this will be my first time seeing the rooms, which I've heard are pretty nice. This is nice. So far, there's no scam here. So welcome to the Canyon Tower. We are here inside of a king room, 460 square feet. It immediately felt a lot more open and a lot more spacious than a lot of the other, some at least, Las Vegas rooms that I've been in. And this is their cheapest room. Now, right when you walk in, you have this whole dressing area. This is kind of nice. So it's completely separate from the bedroom area. Got a couple of drawers here, a little area to put your suitcase. You have an ironing board on this side I already utilized with my suitcase, and also a safe. A little room down here for your shoes too. I like that you can close it if you want to. And then across from that is a vanity area. All right, yeah, this is pretty cool. You got mirrors on all sides. Just somehow gotta figure out how this light works. Seating area too, so you can sit down, do your hair, do your makeup, whatever it is you need to do. And that is outside of the bathroom area, nice and clean. Not seeing anything alarming. Rain shower head, a couple different items, shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. I'd say the bathroom isn't the biggest, but it's also not the smallest. I really like that you have the separate area to get dressed, since you don't have 2 sinks. So that way, so if someone's taking a shower or taking something else that starts with an SH, you can be out there getting ready while they're in here doing their thing. Lighting in here is nice and bright though, that's for sure. I got a couple of towels down here. Looks like a hair dryer and a mirror. There's mirrors everywhere too. There's a full-length mirror right here on the door. You got the vanity, and then you have another full-length mirror as you exit. Oh look, how cool. It's a whole separate area, quite literally. You can close it off. All right, I'm liking that. There's even a peephole. It's a peeping Tom. I find the bed setup pretty cool. They call it a lounge bed. Kind of a couch, kind of a bed. Basically, it's made so you can sit and hang out, lounge, watch TV, maybe do work. So we got a table here sure that is movable if you want to bring it closer over to the couch. You do have a sofa. You can fit at least one person right here. It's not the most comfortable, but you can use it. And then we've got our king size bed. So it looks clean, looks pretty comfortable. And you see what I mean by a lounge bed? The back of it is kind of like a couch, turns into a bed. There's even this little corner here that kind of looks like a chair. There's some table stands over here where you've got your clock. Looks like there's no stand on the opposite side. However, up here, you can definitely use this to put your phone. Looking towards the Las Vegas airport. Yeah, that is straight ahead. See Hopper House and a lot of air conditioning. So not a regular refrigerator, it is fully stocked. It is automated, so if I lift any of this up after a couple seconds, they will charge me. You have sensors for a couple different snacks. I saw this smart water. Of course, you do have to pay for that. It's probably like, I don't know, $7, $10. $50 room for the night, $10 water bottle. But they gave us 2 free ones. I noticed over here by the vanity, they had a couple complimentary. At least I think it's complimentary. I'm gonna open it, we'll see. This is nice and spacious, very, very open. I feel very comfortable in here. So when I saw they had a spring promo online starting at $45 for the night, I thought it was gonna be double that. Once you add in the resort fee, probably gonna be about $90 for the night. But part of the spring promo was there was no resort fee. They do not charge for parking here at Virgin Hotel ever. And it included a $25 food credit. I paid $50 in total, tax, and that is it. Crazy. Right, now that we are checked in, we can officially start our stay. Let's check out the resort, starting with the pool. They have 2 pools here at, I keep wanting to say Hard Rock. They have 2 pools here at Virgin. They have the Cassie Beach Club, which is their 21 and over day pool. And then they also have the regular all ages hotel pool. Given that it used to be Hard Rock always had a really cool party vibe. So it quite literally looks like a beach. This is nice. Yeah, you can see it's a 0 entry, so it goes from sand and then you can walk in and it gets deeper as you go. I think maybe 4 feet at the deepest end over there. Looks like there is a bar straight ahead. There are cabanas all along the sides here. I did read that cabanas start at $100 during the weekday. There's not as many lounge chairs as I would like, especially on a weekend. You're probably gonna have to get here pretty early to grab one of those. I like the whole middle area. I wonder if that's the spa. That's gotta be, right? How cool is that? The spa is in the middle of the pool. This is actually really nice. I thought it was gonna be cold for some reason, but it's not in the slightest. It definitely gives you more of a paradise vibe over being in the desert, which is funny because our tower is desert vibe. But this is really nice. Soft music, not too loud. Drinks across the board usually are more expensive at the pools, but this seems about normal. The beach club is separate from the regular pool at the resort, and this will be open currently weekends and from 11 to 6, if I read that correctly. Hotel guests, of course, can access it, but this is something that outside guests can also access. You can do general admission, where basically you won't have a seat though. General admission's free, and you basically have to find a ledge to sit on. So there are day beds that you can reserve. There's also a couple cabanas. However, if you're staying here, they are complimentary. They told me just the back row of the day beds, the hotel guests can have complimentary. This is warm. Oh, nice. Way warmer than the hotel pool. It's actually the next day. I'm putting it in with the other pool segments just to blend them. but it is a lot colder today. It is so windy, but this is nice and warm, like surprisingly really warm. It feels nicer in here than it does outside. Now I did sign up for Discotheque just to get a free drink ticket. That is basically how I get into a lot of the clubs here without paying. And here, it's free to get in, but if you're on the Discotheque guest list, you get a drink ticket. So this was the garden. It had kiwi, cucumber, lime, mint, and Tito's vodka. I just wanted to come in and show you guys really quickly so you guys can see the other pool option. I'm not even gonna drink my drink just because it was free. I wanted to get it and show you guys the options that they have here. So the casino here is a decent size. I'd say it's more in that mid-size category compared to the mega strip resorts. But what I like is that it doesn't feel overwhelming or you feel like you can get lost. They do have a separate sportsbook area, plus your standard table games and slots. For entertainment, they have two big music venues. This is the 24 Oxford. Not that long ago, we saw Ladytron here at 24 Oxford. And then many years ago, I saw 30 Seconds to Mars with Panic at the Disco in what I think is called the theater. The floor is kind of slanted, so even if you have a seat or standing in the back, you can still kind of see the stage. So this property has 8 different food options. You've got Pizza Forte, which has a fast casual New York style pizza and is open 24 hours a day. They actually have had a slice from here before. Let's see. All right, a slice is gonna run you about $8.25, it looks like. Sheesh, actually pretty big. Dang. All right, now it looks good. There's the Kitchenette Commons, which is casual American food, but they have the breakfast buffet that we're gonna have to check out tomorrow. This is Nobu. This is your high-end sushi experience. There's also One Steakhouse, which is a classic Vegas steakhouse. Lucia Mexican Grill. They have, of course, Mexican food, but also a happy hour from 5 to 6. Cassie Beach House is Italian food, but it's also tied to the beach club outside. Then we also got a juice bar and a Dunkin' Donuts on site. Now you can't review a Vegas hotel without doing their nightlife. Here at the Virgin Hotels, they have 4 bar and lounge options that are outside of their restaurants. So right behind me here is the Shag Room. This is where you'll find live music. Seems like we've got a live performer on right now. We got a rewards card which gives you a $10 bonus credit for your first time, and Eddie already got a, what do you call it, like a bonus spins, free spins. Hey, we put $1 in and we got $10 already?
What are you, 12 bucks?
Nice. We also got free drinks. Waitress came by pretty quickly, so they're still doing free drinks here in Vegas, as long as you're playing, of course. We're ending with about 30. I mean, considering I paid $50 for the room, ballers here. $30, we're like, okay, cash out. Oh, good morning, everyone. It is time for a sleep report. The bed was very, very comfortable. I had no issues last night with sound. The only thing that I heard were the planes. We're really close to the airport. So that started at about 6 a.m. It woke me up a little bit early. Throughout the night, I slept just fine. The room is really nice. I love the separate dressing area. It is very spacious. I would absolutely stay here again. I noticed that they do run promos pretty often, and $50 was my total, including a $25 credit for food. They have a breakfast buffet, $23.95 plus service charge and tax though, and it's open daily from 6 a.m. until noon. That service charge is almost $9. Our total being $60.53, and that's before tip. But I guess I have to keep in mind that we got a $25 room credit, so $25 will be deducted from that. You charge it to the room. Is it worth it though? $30 now. I don't know. That kind of umps the expectations, so we'll see. First up, coffee. We have a couple of toasters here for the sorted bread box. And since there's not too much, I'm gonna try to grab one of everything if I can. Waffles here. Breakfast potatoes. Ooh, those actually look really good. Turkey sausage. Regular sausage. The bacon looks nice. They have scrambled eggs. A couple different fruit options. Pineapples. Cantaloupe. These look really good. They're like little parfaits. A whole crock pot of oatmeal and then some toppings for that. Bananas and pastries. And I just heard him say back there is omelet made to order. Okay, that just kind of amped it up a little bit. Choose your meat, your vegetables, and your cheese. Not as many options as you would hope for a buffet. I would say it's definitely missing the carving station. The omelet is a nice size. Ooh, okay. Okay. Oh yeah, that's nice. The omelet is good. There's a lot of cheese in that. That's really good. So both sausages are really good. I feel like the turkey sausage is flavored really nice. You can't really tell that it's turkey. Yeah, let's try these potatoes though. Those look bomb. I wish it was a little more crispy, a little more crunchy, but it's good. I think my waffle needs to be warmed up a little bit. And then we have a pastry. I don't know if it's made in-house, but it doesn't taste like it's made in-house. I think my favorite thing by far, the omelet. That's really, really good. I also like the potatoes. I think those are my top two here. Now, if that had been $23.95, I would say absolutely worth it. I mean, it's hard to beat that price. Now, on all of the advertisements, it's pretty large on there that says plus service charge. However, I thought it would be about $2–3. It ended up being about $9. So the buffet at $30, I really don't think it's worth it, unfortunately. 23, yes. 30, no. But what do you guys think? Would you stay here at Virgin, or is the off-strip location a deal breaker or maybe a bonus for you? But hopefully this video was helpful in making a decision. And if it was, please hit that thumbs up because that helps out my channel. And if you're not, please subscribe for more adventures in Las Vegas and the surrounding areas. We gotta pack up and head out, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.